Stop complimenting like this. Use these instead to leave her thinking about you non-stop. Hey there, it's Anna. Today we're going to tackle a common yet often misguided approach in the dating world: complimenting women. Are you using the same old lines and not seeing the results that you want? Well, it might be time to switch things up. We will discuss the types of compliments that aren't as effective as you might think and what to say instead to genuinely capture her interest. It's not just about flattering words, it's about making meaningful, impactful comments that truly resonate. And by the end of this video, you will know how to compliment in a way that is refreshing and appealing. Stick around until the very end for an essential bonus tip that will significantly enhance your interactions. This tip will add depth to your communication style, making every compliment count. It is a game changer in building meaningful connections, so don't miss out. Physical compliments versus character compliments. Let's explore why shifting your focus from physical traits to complimenting her character and personality traits can be more impactful. Physical compliments, while often well-intentioned, can sometimes be perceived as superficial or generic. They tend to focus solely on outward appearance, which may not convey a deep appreciation for the person themselves. On the other hand, character compliments delve into her personality, behaviors, and values. These compliments acknowledge her as an individual and recognize her unique qualities. Complimenting someone on their kindness, sense of humor, intelligence, or creativity, for instance, can be much more meaningful as it reflects an understanding and appreciation of who they are beyond the surface. Transitioning to character compliments involves paying attention to her actions, her words, and how she expresses herself. Listen actively in your conversations and observe what makes her unique. When complimenting her, focus on specific aspects of her character that you genuinely admire. For example, instead of saying "you look beautiful," you could say "I really admire your creativity in solving problems." Ensure that your compliments are sincere and specific to her, which will show that you value her for more than just her appearance. This approach can create a deeper connection and show that you appreciate her on a more personal level. Saying she is nice versus praising her kindness in action. Our next point is all about moving beyond the generic "you are nice" to praising her kindness in specific instances. Let's discuss the importance of acknowledging her actions and the impact that they have. Saying that someone is nice can often be too vague and fails to capture the essence of their character. In contrast, recognizing and praising her kindness in action is about noticing and appreciating the specific ways that she expresses her kindness. This could involve her helping someone, her compassionate nature in a particular situation, or even the small acts of thoughtfulness that she shows daily. By focusing on these instances, your compliment acknowledges the true impact of her actions and the goodness of her character. To transition to this more meaningful form of compliment, pay close attention to how she interacts with others and the kind acts that she performs. When you see her doing something thoughtful, mention it specifically. For instance, "I noticed how you took the time to listen to your friend who was having a rough day. Your empathy and patience really made a difference." Such compliments show that you see and value her for her actions and the positive impact she makes, making the compliment much more personal and heartfelt. Praising her for being fun versus her sense of adventure. Next, let's contrast the difference between simply praising her for being fun and commending her sense of adventure. This is about appreciating her adventurous traits with specific examples rather than relying on vague descriptions. Calling someone fun is quite broad and doesn't necessarily capture the essence of their personality. On the other hand, complimenting her sense of adventure recognizes her willingness to embrace new experiences, her courage to try new things, or her enthusiasm for life's challenges. It's a way of acknowledging her dynamic and spirited nature. This type of compliment not only appreciates her for her boldness and zest for life, but also shows that you admire her for the choices that she makes and the experiences she cherishes. To effectively praise her sense of adventure, reflect on the moments when she has shown this trait. It could be during a shared experience or a story she told you about her adventures. Frame your compliment compliment around these specific instances, like, I was really impressed by how you took on that hiking trail. Your adventurous spirit is truly inspiring. This approach shows that you not only notice but also value the unique aspects of her personality that make her stand out. It's a way of acknowledging her individuality in a manner that resonates more deeply. Typical compliments on smile versus expressiveness of her face. Let's discuss the shift from typical compliments on her smile to appreciating the expressiveness and emotions of her entire face. This is about recognizing the deeper aspects of her expressions. Complimenting a woman on her smile is common, but it often doesn't capture the full range of her expressiveness. A person's face can convey a multitude of emotions and thoughts, from joy and amusement to contemplation and empathy. By focusing on the expressiveness of her face, you are acknowledging her ability to communicate and connect emotionally. It shows that you are attentive to her feelings and how she expresses them, which can be more meaningful than a general comment on her smile. To compliment her on the expressiveness of her face, pay attention to the moments when her emotions are clearly conveyed through her facial expressions. You might say something like, I love how your eyes light up when you talk about your passions, or the way that your entire face expresses joy when you laugh is really captivating. These kinds of compliments show that you are observing her on a deeper level, appreciating the nuances of her emotions and how she expresses them. It's a more personalized and thoughtful way to compliment her. Now, before we dive into the next point, if you're finding today's video useful, a like on the video or a comment below would be really appreciated. Saying she is interesting versus praising her unique perspectives. Let's examine the differences between simply saying she's interesting and praising her unique perspectives. This shift is about acknowledging the specific aspects of her thoughts and views that captivate you. Labeling someone as interesting can often be too vague and doesn't really convey a deep appreciation for their mind or ideas. Praising her unique perspectives, however, shows that you value her for her individual thoughts, opinions, and insights. It's about recognizing and appreciating the way that she thinks, processes information, or views the world. This type of compliment goes beyond surface level attraction and delves into intellectual admiration, which can be incredibly affirming and meaningful. To move beyond the generic interesting, focus on the specific conversations or discussions where she expressed unique views or insightful opinions. For instance, you might say, your take on that book that we read was really thought-provoking. I love how you see things from such a unique angle. And by doing so, you are demonstrating that you listen to her, value her intellect, and are captivated by her unique way of seeing the world. Such personalized compliments shows that you are engaged on a deeper level and appreciate her mind as much as her other qualities. Saying she is unique versus specific traits that set her apart. Let's talk about the difference between broadly stating she's unique and pinpointing specific traits or qualities that truly set her apart. This approach is about recognizing and appreciating what makes her distinctly different. While it's nice to hear that one is unique, such a statement can sometimes feel generic without specific context. Focusing on these specific traits or qualities that make her stand out shows that you've noticed and value what makes her special. This could be her way of thinking, her passions, her skills, or even her approach to life. Identifying these unique traits shows that you see and appreciate her individuality and the qualities that distinguish her from others. To effectively complement her unique traits, take time to observe what really differentiates her. Is it her artistic talent, her way of solving problems, her sense of humor, or her approach to challenges? Once you have identified these traits, articulate your compliments in a way that highlights them. For example, your ability to find humor in tough situations is incredible. It really sets you apart. Such compliments are much more impactful because they are personalized and show that you value her for who she truly is. Bonus tip. A useful bonus tip to enhance your complimenting skills is mastering the art of active listening. Active listening not only helps in crafting meaningful compliments, but also strengthens your overall interactions. So let's delve into why active listening is key and how it can transform the way that you communicate your appreciation. Now, active listening listening involves fully concentrating, understanding, responding, and then remembering what is being said. It's about engaging with her conversation, showing genuine interest, and absorbing the details. And by actively listening, you pick up on nuances and subtleties in her words and behaviors that can inform more thoughtful and personalized compliments. It shows that you are not just hearing, but truly understanding who she is. Practice making eye contact, asking follow-up questions, and reflecting on what she says. This attentive approach demonstrates that you value her thoughts and experiences, making any compliment that you give deeply resonate and sincere. Active listening is a valuable skill because it deepens your connections and enhances communication. It ensures that your compliments are not just surface level but are rooted in a genuine understanding of her. This skill fosters a deeper level of trust and intimacy, making your interactions more meaningful and your compliments more impactful. As we conclude our guide on better complimenting techniques, why not explore more about nonverbal cues? Up next, check out the things that girls do when they want you to touch them, or discover the subtle body language signs that she likes you. Thanks for joining us. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more.